Hello, this is Maud, and I want to start making a new December daily journal. What I have here is the journals that I worked in previous years, 2018, 2019, 2020, and now I need to find a way to document December 2021. And looking back at what I did in these journals, it helps me because this was my first December daily journal and I really liked it. I've worked a lot in this journal. I did not do YouTube videos at that time. I just showed a bunch of these things on my Instagram. A lot of those photos I have deleted since that time because, well, I've got the document here and I don't need it in photos too. It's not completely full, but many happy journaling memories in here. And what I liked about this is that I used Stamperia papers, Tim Holtz papers, really all kinds of children's book pages. And the format was really nice, not too big. And my journaling changed since then. I am no longer using visible writing. And also this was a personal journal, so I'm not showing every little bit that I wrote in here. And since I started my YouTube channel, that has changed a little bit because I do share some things with you, but I don't want to share the really personal stuff. This journal was also a lot of fun. December 2019. I had a prompt list then together with Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. Hi, sweetie. And I made all these little clusters and had all these little things to remind me of what I wanted to do. And these clusters were really tiny, so that went well with this really small journal. And like here, make 5 tags. I made those tags, but I hung them and they're now with the Christmas ornaments. Describe what crafting means to you, that's in here. So this is where I already started to hide my journaling. And hiding my actual journaling is something that I really like, and that grew over the years to find what I was liking and what worked for me. My husband and my son. So I really like this. And also some children's book pages were in here, and I don't have any children's book pages this year because I did not find a children's Christmas book that I liked. And I don't want to repeat the same thing every year. So this was the one that I made early 2020, already started to work in, and I felt so proud of making this journal and of the way that it is constructed. And I love the Stamperia papers that I used, but I find myself hardly using this journal. I mean, I've done some pages and they are nice, but I find that I'm not working in here. Perhaps it's the format that is not working for me. I am not sure. I've done some visible writing in here. And so this is not finished. Not at all. Am I going to finish it? I don't know. I do know that this format is not something I will try again, because I've got the feeling that somehow it's the format that doesn't work for me. This way of making a journal. I really loved making it, and I love the tassel that I made for it, but keeping it because there are beautiful things in here. And now I've got 3 contenders that might make it into a journal. This one I bought from Crafty Coco. I will link her Instagram down below. And I think I have it for 2 years now, and I'm afraid to use it. There's all these lovely, really old papers in here. Some really antique, I mean 1888. And I find I have difficulties in starting to journal in here. This is something I am not comfortable with. Afraid to mess it up. I'm not sure. So when I'm not sure, I know I'm not going to do a lot in here, so I'm not doing that. I've started this journal. An old floral book from that I found in Denmark. This is the spine. I have it in a little pocket here. I want to decorate this some more, but for now, this is what it is. And I've used some images by Rien Poortvliet in here. And I've put old papers in here and images from the gnome book from Rien Poortvliet. And why I am not feeling like this is my December journal, I don't know. But somehow this doesn't feel to me like a December journal. And I can't explain why, but maybe this will be my personal journal that I work in off camera, because I've already done that. So how about this book cover? It's the same that I used for the flow journals for Hieke and Maureen. If you want to see that video, I'll link it down below. I'm not going to make a flow journal for myself. The format is a lot bigger than what I really liked for December dailies, but how about I turn this into a December daily journal, but not make it so many pages. I really need to think about it, and in order to find what will what will make me start this, I went through my stash of Stamperia papers this morning. Let me zoom you out a bit. Because I've got paper left from previous years, and I also have some Stamperia papers that are not necessarily December or Christmas, but that could work. I mean, I still have this, and part of this paper pack was used in this journal, as you can see. Could this be the one that does make me want to turn this into a Christmas journal? I might change my mind or put it on here. That would, oh, that would be nice. I'm liking this better than this. Decisions, how am I going to decide? But maybe I need to go through these some more. These are some Tim Holtz ephemera that I still have. I have this Stamperia Christmas. It's the pink Christmas. I like these paper pads, but I do not think they make them anymore, this size. Then I found this one, which was, yeah, it of course it's a different size, and these are most like postcard images. And this is just a paper pad, but then really small. I have the big one also. But these images might be nice to use on pages. I have this classic Christmas, and I must say this is one of my least favorite yeah, but I got it as a present, and I'm really grateful that somebody was so thoughtful to give this to me. But I must say these images are not calling me. And then I have this small paper pad of pink Christmas. I like this because it's different, and I like this dreamy paper. I also like this side. I'm not too keen on these elements. Oh, but I do like this one. So I have this one. I have two loose papers that belong to this paper pack, Make-A-Wish. And somehow this is something I also like because it's more whimsical. I like the colors. This reminds me of Gustav Klimt. And this might also be something to change my journal up a bit. And I am in love with this paper. I really love this. So I could also cut this and use this as the front cover, or how about using it on here. And this would also work with some of the Poortvliet images to me. It is more colorful, but it also has that, I mean, the dark oranges and the teal that is in here too. So I'm keeping this separate because this, I think, will be my inspiration to start with the journal. So this is the last real Christmas paper pack. And then I've got this one. Somehow, yeah, you can see it. These go together so well. So obviously this is not really Christmas, but I do like these images. So there's a lot of elements in here that I also really like. And then I've got the more dreamy Stamperia papers. This is one of my favorites, Atelier des Arts. And I think these would go wonderfully together. And since I have already turned this journal into a sewn-in journal, it might be difficult to use some Stamperia papers in here. But on the other hand, I also have these pages that could be covered up. Not this one, but this one. And I also really like these in here. Oh, and these could be, well, this side could be covered up, and this side I could really use. Now this is becoming more and more interesting. Also because in the past I've had this size of a journal and it worked. And maybe it's also really nice to do some even bigger pages in here. Just glue them in there. I think I'm going to use this one. But showing you the interesting and wonderful art that is in these Stamperia packs. I might use a lot of this. I also have this small paper pad. Might use some of these elements. Then I've got this one, Winter Tales. And if by now you're thinking, oh Maud, you really got a lot of these expensive paper pads. Yes, I do. When somebody in my family wants to give me a present, they are usually a bit lazy, but I'm so happy with that, because they run to my favorite art stores and they buy me a gift card for those art stores. And that makes me really happy, because then I can go and get some of these things that normally would be out of my price range. But so that might also be a thing for you if you are thinking, well, that is too pricey to just buy. So this is the one that you saw in the small size, but you do want to have these. Well, ask your family and your friends to give you a gift card for a company that that sells these. Yeah, so I have these, and I've got this one in a bigger version. But this one won't be easy to put inside a small journal. What I'm going to do is, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my lovely Wolfie out for a walk and decide this afternoon. Perhaps my walk in the forest will give me a clue to what I want to do. So I'll be back. So I just had the most amazing walk in the forest, and I'll show you the raining of the leaves. That was so magical. And I've decided on a journal. I am going to use this one, and I'm keeping this for future use and starting a bigger journal, I think, in January. And this will go back into my stash of maybe one day and just look through it and enjoy all these beautiful papers. But I am going to cut this to size and use it on the front cover, and also on the back cover I will use a part of this. So I'm going to cut the papers to size and also go through this journal and decide on a couple of pages that I want to glue Stamperia papers over, choose the papers that I like, and also even make them bigger than the front of this journal, because that is something that I really like at the moment, that I also did in my autumn journal. If you want to see more of my autumn journal, if this is the first time that you're here, I will also link that one down below. And yeah, just let me cut these papers to size. I mean, that's something I need to do really mindfully, so I can get the best use out of this paper, and I will show you the end result. So I did not do anything to the inside yet, but I am so happy with how this cover is turning out, and all the colors that I had already decided on are coming back in the cover now. And this is the back side. I did leave some green of the original book exposed because, well, I'm really liking that. I did not ink up the edges because I didn't think it was necessary. I was watching at the tassel on the journal that I rarely used, and I think it needs more love. So I am going to use this tassel on here. I think I can squeeze in my crocodile on the back here, because I made a hidden spine that is loose, and I might still squeeze an eyelet in here and then also just use the spine here as it is, or perhaps glue it on like this. And now I want a book plate on the front cover, but I do want this to remain here. This one is too big. Not liking that one. This one might be nice. Somehow I like a bigger book plate better, although this is a small journal. Perhaps I should take out a little bit of white paper to go behind this plate. What is this? Ah, sticker. I also have these. Why should it be there when it could also be here? I think I got these locally at a store called Action. I think I like the book plate better down here than up there, because I also want to keep this, and I might take out my gilding waxes to color this, although I also like the combination of silver and gold. I am going to have a play around with these, and then I'll show you what I decide on. So my forest walk also inspired me to use some of my hand-dyed decorations once more, and I want to make this even more fairy tale like, because that's something I really enjoyed over the past year, is my fairy journal. I will link that down below, and hold on, I will get it. I want to make this journal also a little bit like this big journal. Let me zoom you out a little bit. Use this also as more of an inspiration for this journal. And so let me zoom you in a little bit again. I've cut this out of a doily that I dyed with acrylic inks and acrylic paint, and I want this on this first page so that it also ties in the front cover with the rest of the journal. So I will be starting by gluing this on here. And if you're wondering what glue I'm using, this is Collal. Yeah, it is basically the same as Faber-Tech, but it's the European version of Faber-Tech. I saw my friend Barbara mentioning her often. I saw her use it again as Faber-Tech, and I thought, hang on, I've got this. I've used an empty bottle to put the Collal in, because I've got this big bottle. But a sidetrack, I want to play around with my fibers and put them on here. Have this one on here, and go towards the spine a little bit, and perhaps put this one here. And cutting this one up because I don't want to use that much of the gold. And these bigger leaves down here, and also inspired by the rain of leaves that I saw in the forest. I want some of these on the cover. I need a better pair of scissors. Yeah, I'm really liking this. And now I want to use some of the gilding wax. Like it used to be gold, and now all kinds of colors are coming through. Yeah, I really like this. And now I need to find a paper to put in there. And I'm going to glue these elements down. And yeah, I will have to do this off camera, I think. I'll be back. So this is it, guys. Everything is glued down. I even glued on some beads that I had started something with but didn't finish, but I think they look lovely on this journal. Seeing that the glue is not completely dry everywhere yet, but dry enough to show you what is going to be my December journal. I will try to do a December daily journaling, but I won't be doing daily videos because that won't be doable for me. But I will take you along in my December journaling just as I'm doing the videos now. And I really like how this is coming together. I love the greens, the teals, the little splashes of gold and orange, and the purples. I love everything about this, and I think I will be really happy journaling in this lovely journal. So thank you again for watching my videos. If you're new here and you would like to stick around, then please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. That would really help my channel out a lot. And I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye bye for now.